Hello my YouTube friends, this is Brian with BG Model Workshop. I hope everybody had a good week so far, and I hope they're all looking forward to a nice, happy, and safe weekend coming up here soon. So this week we're going to talk about stashes, but first we're going to say thank you to Jamie G for sending us this card all the way from Newfoundland. So I really appreciate that, Jamie. Thank you very much for the card. I appreciate that. It's a beautiful looking machine on there. And my good friend Gary G with Card Dreams and Styrene. Gary's based in Austria. It's International Shop Card Day today, I suppose. But Gary does a webisode every Saturday. And I swear I'm like a little kid setting up YouTube with my bowl of cereal and coffee, checking in on Gary and see what he's got going on. So check out those guys; they're pretty sweet. Here's the stash. It's modest. It's ever evolving. It's growing. It's shrinking. It's growing. It's shrinking. Right now, it's probably the biggest I've ever had it for cars. I got some European vehicles up here: Fiat 500, Jaguar, and then London Taxi. And the cardboard boxes, you'll notice those are actually Lamborghini Countaches, the 500S and the 5000S. And I got those in a 2-for-1 deal. They were the Testors imports. I believe they're actually Fujimis. And then over here, some Tamiyas. These are the Mini Coopers and a Lotus Super 7. I really enjoy doing the Tamiya kits. Those are so easy to work with. And then a couple more vehicles here. This is the 918 Porsche Spider. I'm looking forward to doing that one. And then the Enzo Ferrari down below. That actually has photo etch in the kit, so that's going to be kind of fun. And then a Lindbergh cord. I just got that in the mail a couple days ago, and my wife wanted to do a kit review on it. So she opened it up and took a look at it and was rather disgusted. She actually told me that kit was crap, so I thought that was kind of funny. But here's a Duesenberg. I'm looking forward to doing that. I've never done anything like that before. And then some more domestic stuff down here. And then an Aston Martin. And what's interesting about the Aston Martin is it's an old monogram kit, but it's a 1/25th scale rather than a 1/24 scale. And then I have a car hauler that'll be part of a diorama. I hope to do sometime soon. I got this is an older dragster style kit, and that's kind of like a nostalgia build for me because I had done one of those a long time ago. In my Corvette corner, I really like the first generation style bodies, and I got a second generation Corvette, so I'm not sure how that's going to turn out, but I know I'm a big fan of the first generation cars. And then a 65 pickup and a 66 Suburban. I think everybody has to have one of these kits in their stash, at least one of those right now. Over here we got a couple of Henry J's set up as gassers. I'm looking forward to building this one. I'm not looking forward to building that one. That one has some issues. But then you'll see that these have names on them. This is my nephew Jake's and his younger brother Dex. And Jake gave me his kit because he's not interested in doing it anymore. But Dex is still begging to come over and finish his, and I'm hoping to get some time to work with him soon on that before he gets too much older. And then a couple of Magnum PI Ferraris. I'm a big Corvair fan. We've had Corvairs in our family for most of my life, and then unfortunately I don't have one now. But here's my Holy Grail Camaros that I was talking about in a previous video. This is the kit that I built the very first time by myself. So that's how I got started in model building there. A couple of pickup trucks. And then this is probably the most important area of the whole stash, because these are the kits that were sanctioned by my wife Linda. We found this one at a consignment store here in town, and it was on sale. I got that for just $20. I thought that was a pretty good deal, and she was excited about it. When we got it home and got it open, she's like, "This is actually a really good kit." And I was like, "Well, no fooling, it's a Tamiya, you know, those are good kits." And then she fell in love with this little Barris T-Buggy, so she's got a color picked out to do for that one. And then the Avanti up here, We actually saw one of those, 1/1 scale when driving around town, and we followed a guy to where he was going to and asked him some questions about his car. He was happy to talk to us about it. But my wife did some Googling on the phone about Avantis and everything at dinner that evening, and then the next thing I know, this model kit shows up on a doorstep from Amazon. So I was kind of pleased about that. That was kind of a cool deal. And then she just fell in love with this Opel GT when we went to Hobby Depot. Not to be confused with Hobby Lobby. Hobby Depot is a local place that's run by a friend of mine, and I think that might have been a slot car kit. I'm not sure, but it's a good kit. It's a round 2 edition, so it's pretty nice. And here's some Bandai kits, some Star Wars kits. These are fun. I swear these are fun to build. If you guys get a chance to check these out, do it. If you can find them for a pretty good price, they usually run for about between $28 to $25 or so, depending on where you get them. But I think they've only been available in the States for about a year or so. And most of the time at my local store, they're gone off the shelf by the time I get there. A couple of 55 Street machines I have plans for to turn into police cars for the city of Gilbert. And this one here, this one's one of my most special kits because we found this one on vacation in California last month. And this is, 55 Nomad, but this is the original issue of the kit. This is the original box art, the first box art. I only paid $14 for it. I got it at a place called Toy Go Round, which was a consignment toy store in Berkeley, California. And we did some research on this kit and found out this is the first issue of the kit from the 65 through 68 run. So I know there are Nomad kits out today that are kind of crap. They're all based on that kit there themselves. But since this is the original kit, the original issue, the kit's in pristine shape, no flash, everything's nice. I may not even build it. I might just keep it as like a memento, like a museum piece, sort of, so to speak. And then down below here, a couple of motorbike kits, and then engine packs. Again, more Corvair stuff. And then I'm just gonna go to the other side of the room here, so just 1 second. So here we are in the closet for the hobby room, and I got a Revell Hind Mi-24D. I've always liked gunship helicopters. One of these days I'm going to get around to getting that one built. And then a Dam Buster. The history of those planes are pretty sweet. I like that a lot. And then a Fine Molds X-Wing kit. And then you'll notice it actually says, 172nd on it, right? Fine Molds was the first company that actually started making Star Wars kits with the level of realism that we've always wanted to have. The older ones by AMT and MPC just didn't have that quality level. Here's a couple of Millennium Falcon kits I have, and there's one up here that I have started, still working on trying to get that done. But this Millennium Falcon kit down here, this one's issued in 1978, so that's one of the original issue kits. And it's bounced around the country with me all over the place. And when I was putting it in the closet, the cellophane tore just recently. So I was, said some magic words about that. But this RB36H Peacemaker, this is a pretty special kit because this is the last kit my father ever gave me before he passed away. I got that just months before he passed away, so it's pretty special. I don't know if I'll ever build it because of how big it is and the sentimental value that it has. But it actually takes up less space in the box than it does out of the box. Right, so that's the stash. I see I picked up some more subscribers this week. I appreciate that very much. Thank you for that. Thanks for tuning in again, and we'll talk to you later on. Bye.